I didn't know my boyfriend's family secretly hated Maine until I cooked for them. I ruined my boyfriend's mother's family celebration, she berated me until I cried, and now I don't know how to fix the situation. Background: this story isn't set in the United States, and English isn't my first language, so please keep that in mind while reading. I am an 18-year-old female, and my boyfriend, let's call him E, is 20 years old. We've known each other since I was 10. I had a somewhat neglectful family, no father around, and a mother who paid more attention to the next man she brought home. They all generally ignored me. When I was 10, we moved. I met E at school, and we started playing together after school. I had plenty of time, especially since my mother would rarely pick me up from school, and I don't think she cared about how I got home or if I did at all. After some time, E told his parents, now 51-year-old father and 48-year-old mother, that I wasn't being picked up. One day they approached me and offered me a ride. That's when my life started to improve. Both of his parents showed me what being cared for looked like, and I felt love for the first time. They essentially took over everything from my mother, and she was fine with it as long as I was home by 10 p.m. I must admit that E's father was always closer to me, and I bonded with him deeply. His mother was always very nice to me too and treated me with love, though not with as much affection. That changed when I was 16. I'm not sure what happened, but suddenly E's mother became distant. It wasn't blatant or obvious, but she talked to me less and became irritated with me more quickly, especially when I made mistakes, and believe me, with my ADHD, I make quite a few mistakes. E confessed he had feelings for me 7 months ago when we were 17 and 19, shortly before my 18th birthday. He's the best boyfriend I could have ever dreamed of. His father was, and I believe still is, overjoyed for us. His mother, however, never commented on our relationship. She was rather quiet when I came over and just looked at me strangely. I didn't pay too much attention to it at the time. Fast forward to a week ago, my boyfriend's family has this dinner family tradition which they treat very seriously, even more important than Christmas. They invited me to the celebration. I felt honored and immediately offered to cook something for the dinner. E's mother immediately scoffed and said that it should have been obvious that I was expected to cook something. I felt embarrassed and apologized straight away. Then she told me exactly what I was supposed to make. On the day of the celebration, I arrived with everything I had prepared, plus additional items like cookies and cake. When I walked into the kitchen to give everything to E's parents, his mother didn't even greet me. She just aggressively took everything from my hands and waved me off. I was hurt but figured she was stressed out because the extended family was coming and there were so many people in her house. When everyone arrived and we sat down at the table to eat, E's mother took some of my food on her plate and quite literally spat it back out after trying it. She looked at me with such anger that I froze, and she asked how I could have messed up so badly with such a simple dish. I was speechless. E, his father, and one of his aunts tried to defend me, but she silenced them and started trying other dishes I had cooked. She criticized everything: too many spices, too few spices, all the wrong spices, overcooked, undercooked, everything was wrong. I was honestly on the verge of tears. I still am when I think about how her face turned red as she berated me for ruining this day for everyone. She said many hurtful things before her husband stopped her, but I can still hear her saying that she never wanted me there in the first place because I always mess everything up. At this point, I was crying. Some of E's aunts became very angry and yelled back at E's mother to leave me alone. E's father pulled his wife away into another room, and E hugged me tightly and said we were leaving right then and there. And we did. Honestly, I don't remember much from the journey back to E's apartment or that evening. I mostly cried and felt really numb. It's 4 a.m. now, and I just woke up to write this because it's eating me up. Do you have any advice on what to do about my boyfriend's mother? I don't understand why she exploded at me like that. I think the food was really that bad and she was just stressed and blew up at me, but a few people have reached out to reassure me that they ate all of my food and it was absolutely delicious. I don't know. I think they just pity me and are saying that to be nice. I still don't understand how somebody who felt like a parent to me could possibly treat me this way. I honestly don't think it was just about the food with an outburst like that from her when she's usually calm and collected, but I don't know what else I did wrong. I was really trying my best, but clearly it didn't work. How do I make it right? Any tips on how to fix this? How can I make it up to her that I ruined their celebration? To summarize, my boyfriend's family invited me to their celebration. My boyfriend's mother, whom I treat like a mother figure, suddenly acted cruelly towards me and berated me in front of the whole extended family because she didn't like what I cooked. I need advice on how to make it right with her and make up for ruining the celebration by cooking what she deemed disgusting food.